local hero is going to be today. So moving on, spawning in the top side of the map, our red Zerg from Exile 5, it is NXZ. Spawning down in the bottom side of the map, our blue Zerg from SEED Academy, it is MightyKiwi. So a 1-0 lead here for NXZ. It doesn't look like he's going for any crazy early pulls whatsoever yet, as both players did get their overlords and have moved up to 12 right now. And will both players go for that early pull once again, just in case? Just give me a sec, guys. Oh, pardon me. And we'll see what goes on. It looks like MightyKiwi is actually going to go gas first here at about 13. And yeah, he does have very nicely. So it looks like it might be that 13-12 build, which it definitely looks like it's going to be. He throws down that pull there at 12, and it's going to be a very aggressive play here from MightyKiwi. I like this timing. We have seen it in the past, and I'd like to see how it does go from here. So he's going to start his gas very, 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 very quickly here. If he goes into Banelings first or speed, it looks like he should go speed first from this timing, and then maybe a quick Baneling there straight after that and throw the pressure right into NXZ's doorstep. As now NXZ's moving his overlord in position to see that natural, and he's not going to be able to see it. We do have a hatch first though from NXZ, so he's going to be a little bit later of course on the speed, as well as queens etc. as his pull. He's not even come down yet, and he actually goes gas before his pull, so that's going to be a bit of a problem of course for his queens for defense, as well as getting lings out on the field. So the pull is about to finish here for MightyKiwi of course, and he's going to be able to start that speed very quickly, and it does leave it for a little bit now. He can start it, so I'm not sure where he's going with it. Okay, there we go. He does throw that down. We do have the overlord here from NXZ, not seeing an expansion. He moves up into the main. He's going to be able to see what is coming his way. He's going to be a little bit nervous though, actually, because he did go gas before pull, and he does know there's aggression, but because it wasn't a 10 pull, he does have a little bit of time to get something going, as the lings do start to move out across the map here for MightyKiwi, and we will see that Baneling start to come down up there in the main behind that gas geyser. And he's going to be very, very aggressive here with this build, of course. There's no expansion yet for MightyKiwi, so it might just be straight up all in from him from here. And it is going to be a pretty good timing, because he does have a queen just starting now. He can keep throwing lings once again at him, but there is a spine crawler coming down here for NXZ at the back of the main. That's going to be helpful, of course, to defend that main base. And now the ling's getting into the natural here to start pecking away at this natural hatchery. And if he can get this down, it looks like he's going to try and pick off the ling here right now. That is going to live for a while, because those eggs do have a lot of armor, of course. I think he just wants to get us around them for when they do spawn, and he's not going to quite get it, because the lings from the main come down just before they do spawn. So it's going to be very, very good there for MightyKiwi. I mean, for NXZ, seeing as he doesn't really take much damage on his hatchery, and now the ling's being pushed back here. He will come back very shortly with the speed. He does have banelings morphing in here down at the lower ground. The speed is just about to finish here. There he goes. He does finish. He's going to start poking in with those lings, of course, and start dancing around with the amount of lings that he does have. The queen here is finished for MightyKiwi, so he can start mass producing those lings, but we do have 2 base production here from our pal NXZ here in the winners bracket. And if he defends as well, he's going to just move on forward straight up to those semi-finals, as the banelings do try to get in here on those lings, and they're detonating on the hatchery right now, and that's not what he wants, of course, but there's banelings taking out a lot of lings there. The spinecrawler helping with the queens, and he does push it back for now. He doesn't have speed yet, but he does have banelings coming of his own. He didn't even bother getting the speed by the look of things. He just went straight into the banelings to be able to defend. The spinecrawler is holding up strong. It is still nearly on full health, and we will not quite have a transfuse actually for that spinecrawler. He's going to reposition that though, and just widen his surface area he can defend with. So it's going to be very good for him, of course. He does have the bangs here though. MightyKiwi is going to go up to 4, and more lings coming across the map for him right now. So it looks like it could go very well here for NXZ. Of course, it's going to come down to the micro of this battle, which will come very shortly, as both players getting some more and more banelings. Game heart colors on those banelings look awesome. 2 banelings go down for 1 here for MightyKiwi. He's going to start moving in once again. The ling count is very, very low, and he loses all of his lings, and that's going to be very costly for NXZ, as MightyKiwi goes into the main right now. There is no link speed. There's really nothing to defend the main here. There's a couple of banelings trying to run in. He does pick off 1. He is going to be able to micro them away though from the other ling, of course, with the link speed on the creep. And now more and more lings here on the way here for NXZ. NXZ wasn't able to basically inject throughout that entire setup of that battle, so it was going to be very, very costly for him indeed. And we're looking at the damage of that right now. Is he still holding? I mean, if he holds off this, there's another wave of lings coming across. This is going to be like MightyKiwi's last little stand here if he can't get anything done. But a baneling spawns just as the lings try to kill it off. And that's a lot of lings going down, and a lot of lings going to go up into the main once again here for MightyKiwi. There are he can't just dance around all day from these lings. He does have the speed. He's going to keep chasing. He's going to do as much damage as he can to him, and he does take a couple down. He's got banelings morphing. He just needs to defend them. If they do get out, it's going to be very costly for MightyKiwi, of course, but he is being pushed back again. There are 2 queens now out for NXZ, and he does get some injects down. He does take down the spine crawler. He's going to move back. He's actually going to keep going forward because he feels he's done the damage, of course, because the injects have been very, very low for NXZ, of course, but he has been on 2 bases. So if MightyKiwi can just hold off long enough for his expansion to get up and keep NXZ contained, basically, with this Baneling Ling aggression, he can just kind of smooth back into an even game. I mean, his drone count is at 12. NXZ's moving up to 18. The drones have started once again, though, for MightyKiwi. He's going to start trying to transition out this while keeping a contain here on MightyKiwi, on NXZ. So he does move in. We do have a nice defense set up here for MightyKiwi, of course, but he is going to start going in now. These Banelings not lasting very long at all when he does go in. He's going to try and pick up these queens, but there's Banelings at the back there are almost costing him dearly, and he's going to push him away. The Baneling's still alive there for NXZ. He takes down a nice little chunk of lings there. He needs to watch out. He does lose some more lings, but it was 1 ling for 2 Banes, which is a bit of a better trade in the end for MightyKiwi, but he does have a very large ling count. He's got more Banes. Actually, he's got 4 lings over here. What am I talking about? He's got 2 Banelings, though. This is his last little push before he needs to start defending back at home. And NXZ now, his injects are going to start kicking in. There's 18 lings and now in production. He's got his speed on the way of his own, and he can go into a counterattack once again of his own, basically, when that speed does kick in. He can start kind of moving across the map now, have a little bit of micro battle with MightyKiwi, and maybe just push forward for the win, because he has had that 2 base production for just a little bit longer than MightyKiwi now, but he hasn't really been mining from it as he just starts to now. As MightyKiwi going to poke in, see what he can do. This queen is getting a little bit low. He's got to be careful with those Banelings, of course, and a huge chunk of MightyKiwi's Banelings go down, and that's going to be it. The counterattack was going to be absolutely